let's talk about a cool little fish that I very much like, the remora. Here's Emily. Emily says hi. So this is the remora. They're well known for attaching themselves onto other organisms or also inanimate objects such as boats. Now, unlike other things that attach themselves onto organisms, these guys aren't parasites in the same way that things like leeches are. These guys almost always have a mutualistic relationship with the host organism. Unless, of course, the host is a boat, in which case the remora isn't really getting any benefit other than a free ride and some protection. Now, they do this by attaching with that sucker on the top of their head. And interestingly, the sucker is actually a dorsal fin. You know how most fish have like a fin that goes up and has a distinctive, like usually triangular-ish shape? That is the fin that has been adapted into a sucker. It's no longer a fin. It doesn't have any function like most regular fins have. It has its own entirely new function to attach itself to the host. The membrane of the fin sucker is flexible and can be used to increase or decrease attachment to the host. By kind of sliding backwards along the host, it increases the suction that allows it to stick, and then when the remora wants to unstick, it just kind of slides forward a little bit and detaches itself to go on its own merry way. Now, they will attach themselves to many organisms, but largely things like sharks. However, they have been observed attaching to other things, including boats and just divers, like people. Now, this is largely a mutualistic relationship because the remora benefits by having added protection that comes with hanging out with a shark, as well as it saves energy by not having to swim as much and just letting the shark basically swim for it. It also gets food from the host, mostly from the host feces. Yeah, that's largely what it eats. And then the host also benefits because the remoras do occasionally remove other actual parasites, so things that aren't mutualistic, they're parasitic. So the remora will eat parasites that have also attached themselves to the host, and in doing so are sapping the host energy without giving any benefits back, unlike the remora, which do have benefits. Also, the host just gets a little buddy to hang out with. They are a decently common fish. They're found in quite a few places, largely warmer oceans, like more tropical and subtropical, and occasionally temperate, but they don't really go there themselves. They usually only venture up into colder waters if the host that they are on goes into the colder waters themselves. The remoras won't actually go there on their own, but sometimes if their host takes a trip up there, they will tag along. Now, there are quite a few different species of remoras. Some are species specific, where they will only attach onto things like manatees or sharks or whales. That species will only attach to another specific species. Some are less picky and will attach to basically anything they can find. And one last interesting fact, apparently remoras and dolphins aren't good buddies. The remora acts more as a parasite because apparently dolphins don't benefit from remoras at all, which is interesting. And also there's been cases of remoras attaching actually just irritating the skin of the dolphin, which I just found weird.